Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers are in a worrying state, suffering unexpected defeats on their trip, and this affects the confidence of the players and fans. The injuries of several players have been decisive, but there are also factors such as poor defense and poor rim protection. For today's game against the Memphis Grizzlies, an unexpected problem arose. Key player Austin Reaves is injured, and this is yet another concern for coach J.J. Redick, who already has LeBron James playing without being 100% physically. Austin Reaves is in great form and his absence will be crucial for the Lakers. He is listed as questionable, but sources from the Lakers reported that he is not in condition to play, as the player's ankle is swollen and sore. Austin Reaves is injured and will not play against the Memphis Grizzlies, according to sources from the Lakers. The Lakers are 1-4 in their last 5 games. They're 44-26 and next face the Memphis Grizzlies, who just fired head coach Taylor Jenkins. The Lakers' record is currently good enough for 4th place in the West, but with the Warriors and Timberwolves in 7th and 8th, both with 41 wins, danger looms for the Lakers if they can't pull off another win together. Kendrick Perkins has expressed concerns that LeBron James is only 70% healthy, and he certainly looked a little out of shape since returning from injury. That puts more pressure on Luka Doncic to step up, as LeBron's defense had actually improved before his injury. But when he's not at his best, it puts more of a spotlight on Doncic on both ends of the floor. Injuries are sinking the Lakers, and Austin Reaves is one of the Lakers' pillars and hope for the playoffs. The Los Angeles Lakers are currently 1-2 on their current road trip, following a crushing end against the Chicago Bulls on Thursday. The Lakers' road trip continues on Friday against the Memphis Grizzlies in a game that has massive implications on the Western Conference playoff race. The only question is whether or not the Lakers will be at full strength, as Austin Reaves appeared on the team's injury report. Austin Reaves was officially listed as questionable on the Lakers' injury report for their game against the Grizzlies. He was listed as dealing with a right ankle sprain. Reaves suffered the ankle injury during the Lakers' loss against the Bulls. He managed to stay in the game and hit the go-ahead shot late in the 4th quarter before Josh Giddey's game winner. Reaves finished with a game-high 30 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists and 2 blocked shots in 37 minutes. He was a perfect 7 of 7 from the free throw line. But due to the ankle injury, it appears his status for the Grizzlies game is in doubt. As it stands, the Lakers and Grizzlies are both in a heated race for playoff positioning in the West standings. The Lakers are currently in 4th place at 44-29. That's essentially tied with the Grizzlies, who are also 44-29. But the Lakers hold the current tiebreaker, having a 2-1 edge in the season series. A Lakers win would clinch the season series, which could be crucial should these two teams end up with identical records at the end of the regular season. The Lakers were just starting to get healthy when the road trip commenced. Reaves missed 5 games in early December due to a pelvic injury, and then he missed a pair of games in early March due to calf soreness. When the Lakers face off against the Grizzlies on Saturday, there's going to be a key difference at the front of the bench. The Grizzlies fired Taylor Jenkins on Friday and named assistant coach Tuomo Zaisalo as interim head coach. Worrying LeBron James issue could be the final straw for the Lakers' playoff hopes. Los Angeles needs James to fix this one key part of his game. To say that things have been challenging for the Los Angeles Lakers in this recent stretch would be an understatement. The Lakers have lost a considerable amount of the momentum they built up during their 8-game winning streak when things were firing on all cylinders. There is one worrisome trend, through the highs and lows, emerging from LeBron James in the process that should have all parties involved concerned. James was a large pillar of the success that the Lakers were enjoying with him and Luka Doncic leading the way. For Los Angeles to feel good about where they stand heading into the 2025 NBA playoffs, these last 9 games for LeBron need to be a step in the right direction. James has notably fallen off in one major category. James has only been back in the lineup for 4 games since injuring his groin against the Boston Celtics in their matchup on March 8. Any poor performances since that return can be attributed to rust and getting up to speed after experiencing the ailment. Unfortunately for James, this trend extends further than just his recent games. Over his last 10 games overall, the all-time great is shooting an incredibly underwhelming 25.4% from beyond the arc. James has only connected on 15 of his 59 attempts from distance. This is particularly worrisome because James had established himself as an otherwise great shooter on the whole of the 2024-25 NBA season. The Lakers superstar has connected on 37.3% of his triples this season, knocking down 2.1 of his 5.8 attempts per game. Those averages were naturally higher before this current slump. The reason why this is so concerning revolves around the type of offense that Los Angeles has played since acquiring Doncic. The Lakers guard is fantastic at drawing in defenses and creating easy looks for his teammates. That has shifted Los Angeles to a much more perimeter-oriented offense. The Lakers have attempted 45.1% of their total field goals from beyond the arc in the last 10 games. That ranks them 8th in the NBA over that span. Those triples have accounted for 38.7% of their offensive points scored. Doncic is capable of creating those opportunities for his teammates. However, if no one is there to maximize them, then not only is that approach far less effective than it could be, but it also tightens up the spacing for Luka attacking the interior. If the Lakers want to hold on to the idea of being a championship contender, James will need to shake off the rust quickly. At the very least, the Lakers superstar needs to do it before the NBA playoffs. Los Angeles cannot dream of competing for a title if their second-best player is unable to reignite the spark from downtown. NBA analyst argues LeBron James's health status. The Los Angeles Lakers have missed the mark over their past 10 games, going 4-6 and dropping their last 3 of 4. The Lakers welcomed back LeBron James into the lineup, but his health status is a cause for concern for some. Since his return from his injury, James has averaged below 20 points per game, and the Lakers have come up short on the defensive end of the floor more often than not. As a result, Los Angeles is going through a significant slump at a crucial time of the season where they cannot afford to give up games if you consider their place in the standings and playoff seeding implications. As for LeBron, who is coming off maybe one of his worst games of the season, is it fair to question where he is health-wise? He certainly looks healthy. However, ESPN's Kendrick Perkins believes otherwise. NBA analyst argues LeBron James's health status. ESPN's Kendrick Perkins cites sources regarding the health of LA Lakers LeBron James. LeBron's performance against the Chicago Bulls earlier this week wasn't his best of the year, and he even admitted to his mental gaffes in a late-game situation that compromised the Lakers' chances of winning the game. A blown coverage and lazy inbound pass eventually led to Josh Giddey's Hail Mary half-court shot to ice the game by 2 points, 119-117. The Lakers had experienced buzzer-beater excitement the night before in Indiana, but LeBron was on the winning side of that one. This time around in Chicago, he was on the losing side. During a debate on how and why the Lakers dropped the game against the Bulls and if there is cause for concern in the future, Perkins regarded LeBron's health. Stephen A. Smith questioned Perkins' assessment on First Take that LeBron is only 70% healthy right now. Perkins responded by citing his sources, 740 Mark. LeBron James is not healthy. I think he's probably about 70 to 75%, so we are talking about at a time when you are supposed to be peaking heading into the offseason, and the Lakers are trending backwards. Stephen A. then questioned Perkins' assessment, to which Perkins responded, I'm telling you, my sources are telling me that he's not healthy, okay? Stephen A. pointed out why there was any need to question James's health, considering he returned to play a few games ago after missing 2 weeks. Perkins' sources' statements sounded shaky at best and unconvincing. Who are his sources? Well, that's a valid question. Perkins was scrambling to respond to Stephen A., which might beg viewers to question him and his sources. The Kings' health isn't LA's problem. Perkins' unconvincing take is a head-scratcher and sounds made up. Nevertheless, suppose LeBron is only 70 to 75% healthy now, it's not why the Lakers are falling backward. J.J. Redick has repeatedly lamented his team's inability to defend the transition all season. They continue to have transition problems nightly. Turnovers have also doomed the Lakers, another area they haven't been able to clean up. The most concerning is their subpar defense, which is causing the bulk of LA's troubling play of late. Earlier in the new year, the Lakers were a top defensive team for over a month, but that has swiftly dwindled, and defense is why the Lakers are losing more than winning. The Lakers are in trouble unless they can refine their collective connectivity on that end of the floor. They're not a team that can afford to have defensive lapses or take defensive assignments off. They aren't constructed to overcome that, and LeBron's health has nothing to do with it. Burning question will decide how J.J. Redick's first Lakers season is remembered. The pressure has never been greater. The Los Angeles Lakers have encountered their share of adversity during J.J. Redick's first season as head coach. They traded their franchise player, rebuilt their system around a new focal point, lost the better part of their rotation to injuries at various points of the season, and have overcome losing streaks that seemed to end the season until they didn't. For as impressive as Redick has been during his debut season as a head coach, the latest list of trials and tribulations will define how his first year is remembered. It was only 3 weeks ago when the Lakers were flying high, riding an 8-game winning streak into a monumental rivalry game against the Boston Celtics on March 8. Los Angeles had gone a league-best 20-4 since January 15 and had dug deep to cut Boston's lead to 9 with just under 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Since that moment, however, all of the progress that the Lakers made in their rise up the Western Conference standings has effectively been erased. LeBron James suffered a groin injury with 6:44 remaining in the loss to Boston and missed the next 8 games. To make matters worse, starting forward Rui Hachimura had already missed the 4 games prior, leaving the Lakers without 2 of their most important players, and the injury bug just wouldn't stop calling from there. Los Angeles has gone 4-8 since James went down, including an eventual loss to Boston, causing Redick's remarkable first season to teeter on the brink of disaster. The burning question is, can Redick save the Lakers from themselves? Can J.J. Redick figure out how to end Lakers' downward spiral? Los Angeles is still the number 4 seed in the Western Conference, benefiting immensely from the Memphis Grizzlies losing 125-104 to the Oklahoma City Thunder on Thursday, March 27. Unfortunately, Memphis wasn't the only team to lose that night. Just 24 hours after the Lakers defeated the Indiana Pacers on a James tip-in at the buzzer, Josh Giddey hit a game winner in the 4-time MVP's face. From an outside perspective, it was as poetic a back-to-back as ever written. From the Lakers' view, however, it was a disastrous result that has put immeasurable pressure on the final 9 games of the 2024-25 regular season. The Lakers are only ahead of Grizzlies due to the fact that they're winning the tiebreak, and they'll face the team rivaling them for the number 4 seed on Saturday, March 29. To make matters worse, the Lakers are now just 2.5 games ahead of the number 7 seed in the Western Conference. That's a somewhat comforting number with only 9 games remaining on their schedule, but their recent results speak to the contrary. The Lakers effectively have zero margin for error as they toe the invisibly thin line between home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs and having to go through the play-in tournament. Injuries are a genuinely valid explanation for what's gone wrong over the past 12 games, but some of the losses were entirely avoidable. That includes the recent Chicago game during which Los Angeles allowed 9 points in the final 10.1 seconds. Brutal losses are suffered by every team, but at this stage of the season, Redick must answer a simple yet burning question: can he right the ship before it's too late?